American schools versus British schools. You can see the difference.
That's the education system. Definitely difference. My papa into this door, the vibes. Y'all fuck with these type of videos, let us know in the comments, nigga. Then that mindset, you should have one if you want to get that bag. We got a main channel. We film a lot of content. Days we've been gone. But yeah, y'all soon see that. Second reaction channel. If you ain't know, she even got a channel. You know. Subscribe to that, man. Show love.
Exactly. Thanks for looking.
Giveaway done.
You lost. Sorry about that, bro.
Done now.
60,000 real soon.
Yes, sir.
Let's get to this video.
Hi, I'm Hallie from the US.
Hi, I'm Katie from England. I have so many crazy memories from being a teenager. Sometimes I look back and think, what was I doing? Why was I doing these things? Yeah, we did some wild things when we were a teenager. Some really good memories, some really bad ones. I think being a teenager, of course I don't really know how
Ups
it
and
is,
downs.
but yeah.
That's what it is to
Yeah,
be
it
a
is.
teenager. Yeah, a lot of heartbreak, a lot of good times too. I made good grades, but somehow was not a great student at the same time. I did as little as possible to get the highest grades. I was really good at that. I would still say that's my specialty and that's why I missed high school.
Yeah.
Because I could just
Breeze through it.
succeed with the slightest effort.
Principals in American schools versus British schools. American schools. Hello friends, my name is Mr. Sunshine and I'll be your principal here at Cracker Barrel High. I'm here for you. My door is always open and I hope your time here at Cracker Barrel High is a magical experience. Versus British schools. Get after... Are you smiling? Here at the Mentor Academy, we take things seriously. I've heard a few people ask, who is the principal? This is a British school, and I am your head teacher. My name is Mr. Sledgehammer, and you better hope you never see me again. Dismissed.
Yeah, I can confirm. Like I said, my dad is a principal. Recently, he changed from middle school to elementary school, and it was his birthday, and all the kids in the entire school, so it's 500, maybe 600 kids from ages 5 to 12. And they came out and lined up the hallway, and all the other teachers planned this together. And they lined the hallway, and my dad walked through the hallway in a pageant, waving to everyone like this. And they gave him a mermaid princess crown.
Okay, where does she live?
I don't know.
Central America. Central America.
Where? Central, Texas?
Yeah, I don't think that's central. I think that's central south-ish.
Yeah.
It's in the middle. This is Kansas, Arkansas, Ohio,
Farther away from
Ohio.
the east.
Ohio, Illinois.
Idaho.
No, that's fake east too.
Yeah, type. Just yeah.
So he was wearing it, and my dad, he's 6'5", maybe 300 pounds. He's a huge guy, and he just had a little princess crown walking through going, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
I think if they did that in my school, if our head teacher did that, we'd be really confused and probably throw things. It's so different in our school because the head teacher's so serious and we don't really see them very much except for when they want to make an assembly to tell us something really important about something with the school. They're really serious.
Yeah.
So I think that's so funny watching that. Obviously it's a huge exaggeration, but it's pretty true.
Yeah.
And I think the same when I think of American schools, all the teachers really happy, positive, so fun.
My
And then
high school
ours,
principal,
miserable.
he used to buy everyone ice cream. He would just come to our lunch period and sit with us and buy us ice cream.
Yeah, that's already a big difference I see already. Our schools is more expressive.
You hear them keys, you door.
Nah, yeah.
There's a lot of communication.
We was going crazy in this fucking school.
Uh,
Bro, our fucking first grade teacher was whack. Miss Flinders, niggas was scared to go to. I was scared, bro. I cried, bro.
I cried.
I cried with my mom, bro. But I called my mom like, nah, he's not going inside that classroom.
Nah,
So she yelled at everyone.
Well, that's exactly how my first grade teacher was.
And
I was
2 years later?
hyperventilating before I got to the school building. Like I was crying before I got to school because I knew what was about to happen. How you intimidated by a 6-year-old? That's what I'm saying. Like you're raising your voice this
Third
high
grade.
to a kid.
Wow. Especially with spitting on niggas.
Huh?
Spitting on niggas.
Yeah.
No,
Spitting on niggas. She told this shorty, she was like, you too big to be doing that. Fat bitch. She said fat bitch. That's damn near what she said.
Yo, nah, she definitely told the bitch she was too big to be doing that though.
Nah, she was wildin', bro. That shit.
Wow. We had like spikes on the thing, so like we couldn't climb out of the school. So yeah, that's a British school.
Nah, I'm definitely walking out.
Dress code violations in British schools versus American schools. British schools. Morning, sir. Morning. Stop right there. What's the issue, sir? Let me measure that tie. Okay. Just as I thought. Your tie is 0.8 of an inch shorter than is mandated in the dress code manual. Please don't send me to the head teacher's office. It's too late, man. Get out. No. Versus American schools. With our dress codes, we want our students to be comfortable and... Is everything okay, mister? Are those spaghetti straps? Yeah, I made them myself. Stay calm, everyone. Stay calm. I don't see what the issue is.
We have uniforms in all of our
Why are you using these
schools. We
cringe
don't have
videos?
any, as far as I know, that wear like own clothes.
That would have saved me so much time.
Yeah, it's so much easier. Like we hated wearing uniforms. We thought it was really cool that you guys can wear your own clothes.
I went to a Catholic school, so niggas wore uniform our whole
Yeah,
time.
I was wearing uniform the whole time.
Yeah.
But even then, it was definitely broke
I
dress
didn't even
code.
care about the uniform though. I'm not gonna
That's what I'm
lie.
trying to say, like.
It was just there. It was, and it was crazy. Dress down day was the best thing ever because you could really come to school swagged out. Like, yeah, I wear uniform my whole life, but this is what I got at home.
That's when niggas showed off their best fits.
Not yet.
That's when every nigga that bought the latest release came to school with these shit.
Nah, yeah, cool right now.
That
I'll
or
never
gym.
forget that.
Why are you going to the gym in the all white sneakers?
Nah,
Who knows? Niggas definitely wanted to pull up and show their shit though.
It's the uniform life.
And now I look back, I prefer wearing uniforms because picking out clothes would be so much hassle. But they were really like fussy on like the length of the tie and things like that. We used to wear our ties really short.
Niggas wouldn't even wear
And
the
if
top.
somebody wore their tie long, this is before we had rules, if somebody wore their tie long, we would get the thin part and pull it, and it would make a really tight knot and kind of strangle them a bit, and we'd call that a swat knot. And then when we got moved to the other school, when they merged together at the academy, they gave us ties with like an elastic thing so that we would stop strangling each other. So yeah, that's the kind of school I went to. But yeah, we used to wear them really short, and that was kind of like the fashion. The first like 2 years of school, they didn't really care about it until it started to like get taken over, and then they would tell us to make your tie proper. But yeah, they had ready tied ties with elastic when we went to.
At my school, yeah, we had a lot of rules. Of course, we could
Oh,
wear our
you
own
know,
clothes.
So this in
but-
Jamaica too.
You don't remember the girls wearing that crossover shit? Like it come around their neck and they cross over and there's a button in the middle? It was
Oh,
like
yeah,
their version
that
of
shit,
the
yeah.
tie. It was just crossover on
Nah,
like,
but they really were like, yeah.
not yet fact, but it's just short because girls short one, guys long one. They do that in Japan too on some like.
I've seen it on the Japan shits.
We had, yeah, like no spaghetti straps, obviously no strapless shirts. Cleavage, you couldn't like show too much. I would probably get in trouble for this. And we had the fingertip rule. So like when you stand up, your pants have to go past your fingertips. And I got kind of mad at a teacher one time because she was telling me, it was my gym teacher, and she told me that my shorts were too short. But then I was like, look, it's below my fingertips. And she was like, I don't care, your legs are too long. And I was
Cannot change
you can't blame me for my legs being too long.
That's crazy. I guess in our school, like we had a lot of people who would like roll up their skirt to like make it shorter
Yeah.
sometimes.
We did that
so-
with our shorts.
Yeah.
Not me.
English exams in British schools versus American schools. British schools. Okay, without using a book, write a 2-page essay on how Mercutio pushes the plot in Romeo and Juliet. I can't even remember who Mercutio is. Mrs. Book didn't prepare me for this. I'm gonna foul. Are you sure I can't have the text? Nah, you should have studied. Versus American schools. Okay then, the text is called Romeo and A, Juliet, B, Tracy, C, C, Dorothy, or D, Karen? Ooh, I don't know. Let me just guess. Okay. Karen. Okay, it's Romeo and Karen. That sounds about right.
We had like crazy questions in our exams, and like especially in the English ones, they loved us writing like essays and things. And yeah, especially when we were doing English literature, and I have like so much trauma from my English teacher because he would like play a film and we'd be like getting into it, and then he'd pause it and he'd be like, so this part really explains like the depression that was really happening in this time, and he would go on for ages, and we're like, surely we should watch the movie and make our own evaluation, but ooh. So yeah, then they would make us answer these huge essay questions that were just bizarre, and we'd have to like write pages and pages, so you know, we'd add so many filler words to just try and lengthen it out.
We had a lot of essay questions too, I have to say. We had a lot of writing assignments, but I think the main difference would probably be it was like less literature based, like less about analyzing the author and more about our own creativity and our own thoughts. So we were very much encouraged to like think outside of the box, put our own thoughts down, and you would get scores for that. It always drove me crazy because I'm such a like perfectionist. With the rubrics for the scoring for our essays, it was like creativity was like one of the scores, and then like expressiveness and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm just a good writer. Can you give me points for that?
I just thought like with ours, like we didn't even get like questions exactly. It was like write an essay on this topic, and then it would be like set amounts of words, so we'd literally just get a piece of lined paper.
No, but I always wanted that because it took me like more time to think of my topic than to write the essay because there's just too many choices.
Yeah, it's really hard. And like in our like maths exams, it was always like bizarre questions, and they were very, very serious. Like we had these people called invigilators who would literally like walk up and down the hallway and just stare at the page to make sure that we were like not cheating or anything. It was crazy. We couldn't even take like water bottles with labels or anything in case we were cheating, like writing the answers inside and stuff.
Graduation in American schools versus British schools. American schools. The past 4 years have been a journey. We've had high highs, and yes, we've had low lows. But if there's one thing I've learned from being here at Cracker Barrel High,
I love the name.
21. We made it versus British schools. Here, you guys' graduation. Mate, that was last week. Oh well.
Yeah, we don't really have graduation. Like, I don't think we did anything like that. I think like they did an assembly to say like, you know, good job, you've done it, and then bye.
Yeah, but that's totally different than graduation. You guys, during your entire 4 years, you're planning to graduate. But I think in the US, it's more of like, I actually made it. It's like, because our graduation, I don't think our graduation rate is as high as it is in the UK, maybe. So there's like people that are legitimately like celebrating, and this is like their biggest achievement. So
so they make more of a big deal out of it, I guess. Yeah, with us, like you have to attend the 5 years. Like it's the law to finish high school, so everybody will finish in the end. And I guess there's some people who maybe didn't pass all their exams, but then they'll get like support to go on to the next thing.
You can definitely drop out in the US.
Oh, we don't have like the graduation ceremony or anything. It's just like, bye then, off you go. Yeah, definitely. There's like a big difference how they do things in school. Ours sounds like a bit more like, I don't know, our school life in general, like in my first few years in my Rock Ferry school was a lot more relaxed and like more fun. And then when we got to the second school, it was a bit more serious. But we didn't make like big celebrations or anything like that. It was just do the work.
But I get the impression that like British people have more of a life outside of school. So they're like restricted in school, and then once they get out, they just go crazy.
Yeah, it's like freedom.
But in the US, we kind of just, I guess it's a bit more mellow because we go crazy at school. Like we're not so reined in. So we're able to kind of let out like our feelings and our creativity and stuff. So I think we go less crazy outside of school.
So today we compared the differences between US and UK high school life.
If you like the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment, and we will see you soon. Bye!
People definitely did that shit outside of school.
It depends on like what though. Depends on who we were with.
No, yeah.
We was over with the guys, we would have definitely some walk shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to, cause
We was
like,
always with the guys though.
yeah, but like, We weren't doing too much. Nah, we were doing shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think. Were we doing any? Who?
When nigga Paul Chester one was gonna put on his neck.
Yo, that's always gonna be one of my favorite memories, bro. That's always gonna be one of my favorite
Looking bad
memories.
for him too.
That nigga said, "Yo, what's in your pockets?" I don't know how everybody heard it, but we all turned around like, why'd you ask him that? And he saw 8 people like, yo,
I
oh,
didn't
no,
even hear it. I turned, I saw Tyler turn. I'm like,
no, I was standing right
we
next to
was all
Tyler
hot.
and that jab. I'm like, yo, but why did he just
We
like
was all-
ask that? And he's like, why you wanna know? I'm just like, bro, you about to get fucked up.
Nigga took his shit and started.
He said, oh, he's like, nothing. Walked off. I'm like, bro, you about to kiss your rock. You thought there was 1 or 2?
No.
There was about 8 or 10. Just like, yo, like, why you made him stop to like look at you like that? Those are great times. Those are super great times.
Yeah, that was.
School was definitely different from what she.
Nah, school in New York is diff. Like,
Yeah. If you go to
Different.
middle school, high school here,
like back, like before COVID 2018
It's
and
totally-
backwards, straight. I'm not gonna say a war zone, but it was like, damn,
it was a war zone.
Damn,
Niggas was
war
getting
zone.
blicked up in school.
Niggas was coming from other schools like, yo, bro, we heard you say that shit on the Facebook status. That's how
yeah.
you was feeling? Dead after that. Not dead, but like.
Nigga, I remember, bro, in our middle school, bro, there was a time when it was dead ass like
Like,
40
full school pull-up.
niggas
Full
outside
school
our
pull-up just
school,
to see
bro.
the
No cap.
Well, they didn't even let us get dismissed because it was like, nah, there's too many kids outside. We can't do that.
Gotta cut off boys because this shit's cleared.
It was dead. Niggas would have to get it on. I was like,
That's not
nah.
funny.
High school was definitely wild. You know, high school was even worse.
High school is way more
We was
attack.
jumping out windows and shit. I first experienced that in fucking freshman year. Surfing on buses, jumping out windows.
Locker room riots, bro. Throwing water bottles at faculty's face.
Niggas was wild.
Throwing water balls off train platforms. Yeah. It was more than water balls. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Niggas almost died. Listen, I ain't participating in that.
We didn't do it, we just saw it happen type thing. We're not about to say no.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
High school was a lit time. Let's be out here, though.
I'm just, that was crazy.
Gang time.
Having a millionaire mindset.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everything will be posted in the description, in the comments.
The links.